How to spark attraction with an ex during breakup recovery. This is Coach Alex, co-founder of With My Ex Again and of this podcast, Love Advice TV, and myself, Coach Adrian, and we are delighted to be your coaches and to provide you with guidance on ways to reconnect, to reattract your significant other so that you can build a powerful new relationship. And many individuals in the comment sections, but also individuals that reach out to us in coaching sessions, ask us some sort of question linked to this concept of attraction. What can you do to attract your ex? How does attraction get sparked again after a breakup when someone feels sure that they don't want to be with you? Coach Alex has so much experience on this issue, working with men and also with women all over the world. Please take it away.
Sure. Thank you so much, Coach Adrian. It's a pleasure to be here with you and to help you guys, because when you ask me this question, how do I spark the attraction again with my ex? For me, it is the best question you can ask to yourself, because it doesn't put us in a position of being needy, being available. And also, what is the most important thing for me is to not focus on saving the past relationship. Why? Because your ex wanted to leave this relationship. So we have to recreate something new. And I would say that the first tool you need to recreate attraction, to spark attraction again with your ex, is wanting to open a new page in your personal life. Maybe you will set new professional goals. Maybe you will do new activities. Everything that is new will help spark the attraction. And this is, for me, the best strategy, the best vision in order to rebuild yourself, get your ex back, but also rebuild an amazing relationship. Because the worst thing we want is for you to get your ex back and lose that person again. So I feel like doing new things is the first step to spark attraction. What do you think of this, Coach Adrian?
For me, when I think about sparking attraction, the first concept really that I think we should explore is linked to the notion of you having your ex on a pedestal. So if you are obsessed with making it work, if you feel like you cannot be happy without your ex, if most of your day and night is spent worrying about losing them to someone else, them finding, a new person, if you really truly believe in your heart that you cannot be happy without them, or if you're still really emotionally, drained by the breakup, it's going to be almost impossible to spark attraction. I am not into the business of this fake it till you make it, interact with your ex and let's see how it goes. No, I don't believe in that. I believe in doing the work. I believe in personal development. I believe in personal transformation. I believe in focusing on what you can control. I believe in regaining confidence and a sense of well-being. I believe in being more patient and more detached than your ex is, so that we can level the playing field, clear up the balance of power, so that it's two individuals that are reconnecting, seducing each other, fighting for each other, and under these conditions, attraction can spark and a new dynamic can unfold. But if it's you trying to convince your significant other to be with you, or to try to get their attention and their validation because you're being impatient or desperate, it doesn't matter what we do, we're not addressing the substance and the real crux of the issue.
I love what you mentioned, Coach Adrian, and I want to rebound on one thing that you mentioned. It was fake it until you make it. Because there is a lot of people that will use this idea to get their ex back. And I realize that we can't fake anything when there is so much emotions involved. So if you fake your changes, if you fake that you are becoming a new person, if you fake the idea that your ex will never be on a pedestal, in my opinion, you will have zero chances to spark the attraction. Not because you're not a good person, not because you're bad, not because you're not good enough, but just because there is so much emotions. So we have to change our vision. We have to tell ourselves, I don't want my ex on a pedestal. And one exercise that I can share with you guys that is not easy to implement. When I read this scientific case studies that is coming from the UK, I was quite surprised. But it says that if you want to stop putting your ex on a pedestal, you need to make a list of their flaws. So write down their flaws, write down what they were not doing in the relationship, write down everything that was not good in your relationship, that was not perfect. I know it seems weird, but it will allow your subconscious mind to stop putting your ex on a pedestal and to make your ex not a bad person, but just a human being. And so we will just get rid of the pressure. Because I don't know, Coach Adrian, what you think of this, but people that can't create some spark of attraction, it's because they look at their ex as God. They look at their ex as, I need that person in my life, and not as, okay, let's just reconnect with another human being. So this exercise is weird. I get it, but I think it's really the one that will help you today.
I think it's a good exercise. And my experience has been that people are caught up in emotion, and sometimes rational arguments may not hit home at first. But you need to continuously lean on this rationality in order to slowly over time overcome your emotional state. And so I agree with Coach Alex. If you're seeing this person as more than they actually are, if you cannot see their shortcomings, or if you're looking at the relationship as if it was perfect and as if it's all your fault, it's going to be very difficult for you to attract your ex. Groundwork needs to happen before we can really, do so. And ultimately, I encourage you to focus on what you can control. We cannot control what our ex does, but we can definitely control what you do. And focusing on what you can control can help then reset your mindset, which in turn will be a fundamental element of the process of reattraction with your significant other. Being positive, being confident, being sure of what you bring to the table. The overwhelming majority of people that we work with fail to see how amazing they are. You forget your own strengths, your own quality attributes. So to take it the next step, to take it further, once you've identified your ex's shortcomings and why the relationship wasn't perfect, think about what you bring to the table. What will your ex lose? Because if you don't value yourself, and if you're not clear about that, it's going to be very difficult to put yourself in a position where actually your ex also has to chase you. And a fundamental concept that I also have been really working hard on with individuals that I work with is to stop focusing on the outcome of winning them back, and instead focusing on the process of personal growth and personal transformation, because that will naturally and organically lead to attraction. As you continue to grow and to evolve, you will put yourself in a position to attract your ex, and the result, the outcome, will come on its own. And it's very important for you to approach it in that way, so that your ex also has to fight for you, and so that it's not just you taking sole ownership of the process of building a new relationship.
Mm-hmm. And to add up and to go to the next step as well. No, seriously, I wanted to tell you something that maybe you will feel this is weird for your situation. But another thing that you can do right now is also to allow yourself to do things that will make your ex kind of regret their decision. If you want to build attraction, ask yourself, what can I do now that my ex will feel that they are missing it? Maybe you can do an activity, maybe you have a project, maybe you wake up for something that will make your ex kind of sad to not participate, to not share it with you. I have found that this specific exercise helped the people I coach feel so empowered that they can restart the attraction. They can really be in the seduction mode instead of focusing on relationship, getting back with an ex, saving the relationship, being in a couple. No, if you want to change this you need to reverse it to the attraction. And the best way to do it is to ask yourself, what can I do today to make my ex regret their decision? I know it's still a weird question, but it's part of the reverse psychology. Instead of us chasing, no, now we want to attract your ex. Yeah. This is one thing that is very important. And I think that this was another step.
To add to that, one of the questions that I've been systematically asking individuals that I work with is, I'm trying to reframe the approach and your mindset. And most people feel like their ex is the perfect person. You're convinced that not only is this the right person for you, but that you have to do everything you can to not lose them. And that may very well be so. But I would like for you to approach the process in a different way. Instead of making that assumption, let's take a step back and let's seek to actually figure out if this is the right person for you. Put yourself in a position where your ex has to prove to you that they are the right person for you. And once you're in that mindset, naturally, it will be so much easier to enter into a process of attraction, because you're no longer desperate to seek their validation and to afraid, clinging on that for them not to leave. But instead, they have to prove themselves. They have to earn your trust again. They have to seduce you again. And so making that an objective and a focus, trying to figure it out objectively, if this is the right person for you, doesn't mean that it has nothing to do with your feelings and emotions or how compatible you are. But do they actually have what it takes? Are they able to showcase the right qualities and attributes that you need to build a long-term relationship with them? Are they able to grow? Are they able to value you? Are they able to accept you for all that you are? And if you challenge them in that way and continuously remind yourself to go back to that objective, you'll see that everything is going to change. The interactions will change. The way that you also may choose to go into no contact or not, the way that you will look at them will change, and in turn it will force them to also fight for you.
To add up to this advice, no, seriously, I wanna stop it, because what you mentioned is very important, Coach Adrian. It's part of the reverse psychology as well. It's part of controlling the subconscious mind and recreating the spark of attraction. And this is where, like, I'm a big advocate of this strategy. So I want to thank you. I feel like this video, we make it funny, but it's really like we want to give you gold nuggets advice, guys. And what you mentioned, Coach Adrian, is very important. If I want to add up, I will just tell you guys you have free gifts right in the description where we can go a little bit deeper, because we have done videos, but we also do live masterclass about neuroscience, push and pull techniques, a law of attraction. There is a lot of possibility to get your ex back. And we really offer you some deep masterclass where we are live and we want to give you advice. So just grab your free resources right below and keep focusing on the 4 tips that we share with you today. You don't need sometime more. You need to really focus on that. But I will ask you to hit the like button and, of course, subscribe. If you're on the YouTube channel, you can subscribe as well on your favorite podcast platform. And if you want more from us, just come on TikTok, Instagram. We are doing video short clips to motivate you every single day. So, Coach Adrian, I have to say that I really love your advice, and I want to thank you for this video.
I must admit. So thank you for this. This was fantastic. It enables our dear friends all over the world to continue to fight the good fight. And let's do more of these podcasts, because I think it's very insightful for me to learn from you, from your experience, and also to learn from your experience. So please be generous in the comment section. Share what you've learned in this process in order to support others along the way.
Yeah, we always say it's Love Advice TV community, because we want you to also talk to each other, support each other. But tell us your story, because the more comments we have, the more videos we can make, and we understand your psychology and your specific needs. So we are growing all together here, and we want to thank you for that. We will see you soon for a very new video podcast. And please keep fighting the good fight.
Take good care.
Bye.